So happy together. Remember that song? I can't get you. I don't know what the, no, I don't know. Anyways, it was an old 1960s, 70s song. Wait. So happy together. I don't want to live with somebody else but you. Anyways, I don't know. What's up, everybody? This is Wellness Week Live. I'm your host, DJ Anthony. Happiness is a choice. Is it a choice? Or is it just something that magically happens? On today's show. Hey, don't forget, like, subscribe. We're getting our asses kicked here in New Jersey. Can you please just hit the like? But you don't got to watch the show. Just hit the like, hit the subscribe. That's all you got to do. Thank you very much. Hey, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any healthcare advice. Always check with your healthcare professionals. I'm just giving my opinion. All right. So happiness is a choice. It's funny. I was thinking this a couple of days ago. I was like, is happiness a choice, or is it just like we feel happy? Like, I don't know. So I think it's both, but I think it's more choice. I think that obviously some people are whatever you want to call it, their disposition, their luck, their genetics, they're a little bit more predisposed to be happy-go-lucky. But I think a lot of it, I think more often than not, happiness is a choice. You know, we our happiness can be increased or decreased, and I'm not saying it's some silver bullet, but our happiness can lean towards, more propensity to be happy or more propensity to be sad, depending on a lot of different things. I mean, do we get out and walk? Do we get out and exercise? And again, I'm not saying climb Kilimanjaro. I'm not saying be Rocky Balboa and join a gym for $500 a month, but something simple. Do we get out and walk? Do we have good connections with friends and acquaintances? Not everybody has to be your best friend, but I mean, like, are we connecting with people? And I'm not talking about on the phone droning away. I'm talking about, hey, do we go out for a lunch or a meet up in the park? Or it doesn't have to be expensive, but meet up for coffee once a week, twice a week. Are we close to our family and friends? Not not Facebook friends and not texting. That's nice, but real connection, face to face, handshake, a hug. Do we have that a few times a week? That will increase happiness. That's a choice. We have to seek that out. If you're going to be like, well, nobody calls me, well, you call them. Well, I always do, but they don't call. I'm always calling. Well, keep on calling. I mean, these are choices. So, we don't have to, be unhappy. So our lifestyle matters, our connections with friends and family, our connections to food and drink. I mean, are we drinking alcohol every day? If we are, and that means wine, no, 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 no. Alcohol is in wine. Wine has alcohol, and not my opinion, but the CDC says alcohol is a poison that's going to make you less happy. It's going to make you unhappy. Initially, you might be like, yeah, I feel good. It lowers my inhibitions. But in the long run, nope. It destroys your immune system, destroys muscle, destroys hair, destroys skin, destroys your brain. I mean, that can't make you happy. In the long run, it's bad. So, like, what do you eat? What do you drink? If you have a diet that's high in, crap food and bread, pasta, cereals, chips, cake, cookies, pretzels, cupcakes, like all that stuff, it might make you happy initially. Yeah, it tastes sweet. But ultimately, it's going to ruin the melatonin, the serotonin in your brain. It's going to hurt you. It's going to make you less happy. So what we eat, what we drink, what we don't eat, what we don't drink, how much do we get up and move every day? Our connections to family and friends. Do you have a therapist or a priest or a rabbi or an imam or a counselor? Don't tell me you don't have the money. There's a lot of free help out there. So stop. You can seek it out if you want. My point is, it's a choice. If we're just going to throw our hands up, like, I don't know, just, if you're happy, you're happy. It's just luck. Well, then you're going to be unhappy probably a lot. So happiness more, and I get it. Listen, if something horrific happens and you have no control over it, you get hit by a meteorite, you're going to be unhappy. There's nothing you can do about that. I get it. A lot of things happen in life, and I get it. There's a part of life that is bad luck or good luck, but most of life is choices. So, and even when something bad happens, we have a choice. And I'm not saying pretend like, oh, I'm happy, like, my family died, happy. No, but we can say in the darkest of moments, and trust me, I'm a big boy. I've been through some shit, just like you. But in dark moments or just moments of, like, oh, my job sucks. Like the other thing is to seek gratitude if you want to be happy. So these are choices. Say, every day I say 10 things I'm grateful for, whether I'm having a good day or not. And when you're saying, I am grateful for this cup of tea, I'm grateful for this breakfast, I'm grateful for this lunch, I am grateful for a roof over my head. When you're saying, and don't just not only think it, but say it to yourself. You don't have to yell it out, but when you're saying things you're grateful for, you can't be sad because you're saying happy things. You know what I mean? So, and by all the way, I'm not saying that you should never be unhappy. I'm not saying that you should never be sad. I'm not saying you should never cry. Of course, that's ridiculous to say like I'm always going to be happy. Like that's a little weird. You probably should go see somebody if you're always happy. You should be sad sometimes, and you should cry sometimes. You should be angry sometimes. That's part of being human. But I'm saying, generally speaking, if you're always sad and you're always depressed, and a lot of that, I'm not saying every bit of it, but a lot of it's a choice, and you can help yourself. So, like I said, what are you eating? What are you drinking? What are you doing physically? Are you getting outside? If you're staying inside a lot, I have people that I know, they stay inside 24 hours a day. They don't get out. And all they do is watch the news and sit. They're always if there's 7 days in a week, 6.5 days a week, they're just not happy. They're sad, they're depressed. I'm not saying going out and associating and having, breathing fresh air and getting some sunlight on your face is going to cure you of everything every day, but certainly you'll do better than 6.5 days a week upset and sad and depressed. I think you can probably cut that down to 4. Wouldn't that be nice? So then you're only sad and unhappy 4 days a week instead of 6.5 days a week. So you know what I mean? Like there's a lot we can do. So what we're eating, what we're drinking, who we're talking to, are we getting out? Are we connecting physically with people, shaking a hand, giving a hug, giving a kiss? Just talk. That's free to talk to people. It's out there. You have to want to find it. You have to seek it out. So even if you're at the local, coffee shop, instead of just ordering and walk out, like, hey, good morning, how are you? Good to see you again. Like, be interactive. I go to my gym, and the people at my gym, the staff at the gym, I'm sure they're good people, but like zero hospitality. Anybody walks in, they're just on their phones. They don't even look up. So I could be like, oh, look at them. They're not even like hospitable. They're not even friendly. But no. You know what I do? I engage them. Hey guys, how's it going? Good to see everyone again. And then they're like, oh yeah, good to see you. I'm setting the tone. It costs me nothing to say hello to them. You know what I mean? So now I feel better. They feel better. It's a win-win. So again, happiness, most of it is a choice. And so again, how do you interact with the world? Are you getting out? Are you able to talk to people? Are you able to? And a lot of it's a choice. I don't want to hear it. No. Again, and even if it's connecting on FaceTime or Facebook or texting or phone call, something's better than nothing. But you really do want to, for 99.9999% of you watching this, get physically out, go out, connect with friends, go for a walk, go for a coffee, sit at a park that's free. You know what I mean? Like go to the mall, sit down, talk, whatever. Like there's so many free things to do. So don't say you don't have money, but connecting with people is important. What we eat, what we drink, how we connect with people. Are we connecting with people? Proper sleep, again, you can't just be like, oh, like you have to work on getting good sleep. The better quality sleep, the happier you're going to be, So no TV in the bedroom, no cell phone in the bedroom. The bedroom is made for 2 things: chicka wow wow, and sleep. That's it. So if I'm only getting 4 hours, well then shoot to get 4 hours and 15 minutes. Incrementally, build that up. Your body will thank you for it. You'll be happier. Again, melatonin and serotonin being released throughout the day because you are getting that proper sleep, proper nutrition, proper connections. I would also say, making sure you're hydrated. Even though you feel I'm fine, water. I'm not saying drown yourself, but water, not soda. Water, not diet soda. Water, not alcohol. Water, not juicy drinks. Water. That's almost free. You can get it out of the tap. You're not going to die. We're not in Flint, Michigan. Okay. So I would also say you can trick your brain into being happier by what we eat. We know that foods that are high in omega-3s, like guacamole and avocado and fruits and vegetables, help us release serotonin, the happy chemicals. So those are things that help us to become happy. I know I bought this thing on Amazon. It's a light. It looks like an iPad, but it's not. And you just plug it into the outlet here, and it has a little stand. And in the morning when you wake up, you just stare at it, and it shines a light to your face, and it tricks your brain into being happy because it tricks the brain into releasing serotonin. Not right away. It takes about a week or two, but if you do preferably 20 minutes in the morning. If you can't do that, and you don't have to look right at it, but if it's in your general area, and go on Amazon, you can do some research about light therapy. This thing cost me like $20. Anyways, there's things you can do to trick your brain, to trick your body into being happier. I'm not saying that once you glance at it and you'll be like, yay, but if you can, whatever, 5 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, preferably 20 minutes a day, but if you can squeeze out 3 minutes, just start the ball rolling. And then, every single day, in the morning, not at night, because this will help you wake up. You don't want that problem if you're trying to go to bed. So in the morning, you wake up, you can have it around you somewhere that it's shining the light, and it tricks the brain into like it's a sunny day. And it again, makes your brain happier because it releases serotonin by tricking it through light. So again, it takes about 2 weeks, 20 minutes a day if you can, or however many minutes you can in the daytime, in the morning. I would also say making your life more than just about you. So like if you have a dog or a cat, that's right. I mean, aside from other things that dogs and cats give us, they give us a sense of, I got to take care of something else. I think the saddest people, the most depressed people, are people that always make it about me, 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 me. Look at me, poor me, poor me, poor me. I'm suffering. I'm me, I'm suffering. I'm struggling. I'm suffering. Okay, you are, but if you can just reach out to yourself for half a second and be like, oh, let me go check on my neighbor, or let me go just text my brother, my sister, my cousin, my friend. Hey, how are you doing? Like get out of yourself for a second. And people who make their lives or their days in service of others, I'm not saying you have to drop everything and go be a missionary, but like, hey, just checking in on you, that's a text, you're at whatever, a drugstore or supermarket, hold the door for somebody. Make every single day a day where you can stack 3 things that you did for somebody, and you'll see you'll be happier and happier and happier every single day. Again, no one's saying you have to go become Mother Teresa, but you're online, oh, please, you go first, or hold the door, or, greet them when you walk into your cashier. Hi, how are you doing? How's your Saturday? How's your Friday? Things like that. Obviously, if you can donate time to charities, and I'm not talking about just writing a check to charity. That's nice. Do that for sure. That can help you feel better too. You're making it about something else other than yourself. But if you can help out, look, have a thing called the internet. Your community groups, your community centers, are they looking for volunteers, which they always are? Your church, your synagogue, your mosque, your temple, your organization. There's so many places that could use your help, online, offline, on the phone, face to face, soup kitchens. It doesn't have to be the holidays, but when you make it about yourself. I know that I volunteer at my church on and off. I know I volunteer in my community at hospitals on and off. I know I like to, do little simple things like, if I see a friend of mine at the local Starbucks, hey, John, listen, I got your coffee. Don't worry about it. Like you have money for Netflix, right? You got money for how many shoes you have? You go on vacation, right? You hang out with the boys, hang out with the girls. You got money for alcohol. You got money to, hey, you see an old friend. You know what? Coffee's on me. You know what I mean? Or the donut's on me. Like things like that. Or maybe it's an old person that's waiting online. Hey, I got this coffee. You know what I mean? Or I got this tea, or whatever. Or just saying, hey, I like those shoes. Like step out of yourself for a little bit. Make it more about others sometimes, because if you're all like, oh, nobody says hi to me, nobody compliments me, there you go again. You're making it about yourself. Don't do that. Reach out a little bit. And when you make others happy, you're going to just feel happy. And they don't have to say thank you. They don't have to even reply back necessarily verbally, but just like they could smile. So I love holding doors for everybody. I see friends. I'm like, hey, if I see them at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, hey, I got it. That cupcake's on me. You know what I mean? Like it's an extra $1.50, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shooting people a text, acquaintances for their birthday. Hey, happy birthday. You don't have to be your best friend. Again, it makes you feel it's a win-win. They're feeling better. You're feeling better. So step out of yourself. That's another key to happiness. Happy people do for others. Again, no one's saying you have to build a house for anybody, but that's fine too. If you want to join Habitat for Humanity, you do you. But so volunteering, doing the little things every day. Okay. Making life not about you every single second. I would say also stay off of social media. I love social media. Go on it. But if you're on it, for hours a day, wrong. If you're playing video games for hours a day, wrong. No one's saying don't play video games. No one's saying don't be on social media, but you got to get out. You got to get out physically face to face. That's when you get happier, when you're talking to people and you're seeing eye contact. That matters. So anyways, that was my study right there. I think and you could also take supplements. There's melatonin supplements to help you go to bed, I believe. There's serotonin, I believe, supplements. There's different foods. You can research that. certain foods will help you become a little bit happier, help reduce stress, things like that. If you like taking a hot bath, or you like hot shower, cold shower, you know, schedule that into your mind. Like, okay, these are the things I'm going to do. Happiness is an action more often than not. It's not just, I hope I'm happy. Like, no, you got to make it happen, or make a percentage of it happen, or make the majority of it happen. So you you can't just say everything is just some luck, some chance. No, like, you could do a little bit. I mean, wouldn't you like to be happier an extra day in the week? Wouldn't you like to be happier an extra hour in the week? I mean, even if 7 days is all misery and you're upset, wouldn't it be nice to have one less day where you're unhappy and you're happier? So again, getting out, not on the boob tube, not staring at some phone or laptop all the time, and try to get out maybe for lunch if you're in an office, like, just to step out, breathe, look up at the sky, so be grateful. Oh, it's raining. Hey, we need water, like, grateful for the water so the flowers will bloom in the spring, versus, oh, fucking hate rain. Like, you can do these things, and eventually they start to stack up. So you do have a lot of power. I understand you can't control everything, but you can control a lot. And when the old saying, when you get the lemons, you have a choice. You can cry over the lemons or make lemonade. Shit's going to happen. We all go through shit. I don't care who you are, rich, poor, whatever. But happiness is, more often than not, majority of time, it's a choice, and uh, you see that too by way of so many people that are, like, hurting and dying and poor. Sometimes they're the happiest people. And, like, how could that be? It's a choice. And you have people who are billionaires, and, they're depressed and they're hurt, and so, a lot of it's a choice. And if you're not feeling happy and you're trying, again, like, you have a choice. You can go to a therapist. There's free help out there, and most of you get the money anyway. So, like, you can go to a therapist. You can talk to your priest, your rabbi, your imam, your whatever, a friend. Like, you can do these things to help increase the odds. Nothing's a silver bullet, but there's a lot we can do to increase happiness. And happiness, more often than not, is a choice for the majority of it. I'm not saying everything, but so we went through that. So we got talk, the gratitude, friends, sleep right, eat right, water, what else? Therapists, serotonin, with the light therapy. Essentially, that means, like, going out too. Like, when you're out in the sun, I'm not saying go get a sunburn, but when you're out and light from the earth, it's daytime, whether it's cloudy or not, you're out, you're breathing air. So that's really going to help you to be happier too. Volunteering, making your life not about you, and every day do a little something for everybody. And I promise you, you will be happier. And again, a lot of happiness is a choice. And you're supposed to be sad and angry and upset and scared sometimes. That's also good. You're it's part of life. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every second be happy, but we can be happier. And we don't always have to be down and out. If you feel that you're that person, like, oh, I'm just pessimistic, or I'm down and out for the past 5 years, it doesn't have to be that way. You can be a little bit happier. Wouldn't that be nice? And you can control a lot of that. So I want the best for you. You deserve the best. We got the best is yet to come. More content, baby. So like, subscribe, and I'm going to sign us out, huh? Okay, thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.